Imagine that one small thing can change the destiny of your home. I'll tell you about what should always stay on your table to provide stability and abundance for you and your family. But before we begin, if you love your grandchildren, your children and your loved ones, put a thumbs up on this video and stay until the end to attract good luck and prosperity for them all. So let's get started. There are many wonderful things ahead. Have you ever wondered about the significance of your dining table? It's not just a place to eat. It's a true altar of abundance, as our ancestors called it. This item absorbs the energy of the home, creating an atmosphere that influences health, happiness, and well-being. In order for the table to fulfill its vital function, it must be cared for. The first and most important rule is to keep the table clean. Our wise grandmothers knew that a clean and well-groomed table not only pleases the eye, but also attracts positive energy. And disorder and dirt can bring quarrels, misfortune, and disease. You don't want that in your home, do you? So listen to the ancient advice passed down from generation to generation, as there is great wisdom hidden in it. Now I will tell you about some simple rituals that will turn your table into a magnet for happiness and abundance. Remember that there should always be a piece of bread on the table. It is a symbol of abundance and good energy. It is best to place the bread on a beautiful plate and cover it with a clean white napkin. Even better is to add some fresh fruit or candy. These simple things will attract positive energy and financial prosperity to your home. I will reveal an ancient ritual that was practiced by our ancestors. With its help, your table will become a real symbol of good luck and abundance. The atmosphere in your home will change when you start applying these simple but magical techniques. This is especially important for girls who dream of getting married. There is no need to bang on the table. It's a sign of disrespect for this sacred object, and it closes the way for positive energy, potentially leading to financial difficulties and arguments. If you have to remove crumbs from the table, use a cloth or napkin, not your hands. It is believed that swiping crumbs with your hands causes money to leave your home, and, as a result, constant financial shortages. Now let's imagine that your table is always clean and tidy. In this case, the table is a magnet for abundance and harmony. But as soon as you forget about it, the table becomes vulnerable to negativity and begins to attract misfortune into your home. So pay attention to the smallest details. After all, it is these details that create the energy of your home. Next, I will tell you what items are especially needed for the table, and also share another ritual to protect your home from misfortune. It's time to tell you what should not be on the table to avoid negative events to your home. For example, you should not put your keys on the table. This can block access to financial energy and attract various misfortunes. Keys are best kept in a special key holder. Also, never put a bag of food on the table. It carries foreign energy collected in places where there may have been negative emotions. This energy can be imperceptibly transferred into your home, causing quarrels or even disharmony in relationships. It is also not a good idea to leave hats on the table. Hats and caps perform a protective function, collecting negative energy from the outside. If you put them on the table, it can attract small but annoying problems such as financial losses and disputes. Special attention should be paid to knives. Rusty or broken knives on the table are destroyers of home energy. Our ancestors believed that a knife left on the table overnight can attract dark creatures that feed on its energy. Imagine how much this item affects your home. Don't leave dirty knives on the table, as it can negatively affect the emotional state of your housemates and even disturb their sleep. Now that you've learned these important details, it's time to tell you what, on the contrary, will help you strengthen the energy of your home. Let's start with a simple one. A piece of bread on the table. Bread has always been considered a symbol of abundance and prosperity. Put it on a plate, covering it with a clean white napkin. This simple thing will not only decorate your table, but will also become a source of positive energy for the whole house. Next, I will tell you a few simple points that will turn your table into a real center of prosperity and well-being. Always have a beautiful vase of fruits and candies on your table. They are symbols of a sweet and fulfilling life, and they attract the energy of abundance and prosperity into your home. Especially oranges and tangerines. These bright, juicy fruits attract financial flows. Do not leave the vase empty. And in general, emptiness on the table can be a sign of emptiness in your life. And this attracts the energy of poverty and want. If you cannot keep the vase full, it is better to remove it from the table. And that's not all. I will tell you about a small ritual that you can perform regularly. The effect is simply magical. It was popular with our ancestors and it still works. So stay with me until the end because there are many more interesting things to come. Remember, order on the table is order in life. If there are unwashed dishes left on the table after a meal, it attracts stale energy and can make you feel tired and anxious. Even if you really don't have time, just place the dishes neatly in the sink. This will take the negativity out and keep the atmosphere cozy. Lastly, one more little secret. Under the tablecloth, our ancestors put a bay leaf. This bay leaf is filled with the energy of abundance and will attract money into the house. And yes, every time you set the table with a new tablecloth, you are renewing the energy and attracting prosperity. Stay tuned because I have another important ritual for you to learn. Now let's talk about the plants on your table. Live flowers in a vase are not only a decoration, but also a powerful source of positive energy. They attract joy, money, and harmony into your home. Make sure that the flowers are always fresh. Wilted flowers attract negativity and can weaken the energy of your home. Change the water in the vase every day. There are plants that can serve as energy talismans. For example, peppermint, lavender, and calendula have cleansing energy. Put a few dry sprigs under the tablecloth or in small bags near the table, and they will banish negativity and strengthen the energy of your home. Don't leave your hairbrush on the table, as it can attract gossip and unpleasant conversations behind your back. My secret is simple. Clean the table regularly with a cloth soaked in water with a little salt. Salt is known to be a great cleanser, and it helps remove negative energies. Do this regularly at least once a week. This will cleanse the house of stale energy and refresh the entire atmosphere in the house. You can add a few drops of essential oils to the water. Lavender or eucalyptus are great choices for cleansing. I will share with you the last secret of a harmonious table. There should be no cracked or chipped dishes on your table. Even small cracks can negatively affect the energy of your home. If you have such utensils, it is better to throw them away. The presence of damaged or broken items can weaken the overall energy of your home. It is also recommended to keep candles on the table. They symbolize light, warmth, and abundance. Light candles to fill the space with a calm, peaceful energy. You can even make a small ritual of lighting a candle before each meal. Light a candle before you sit down at the table with your family, and it will fill your home with warmth, attracting positive and protective energy. And let me remind you again, order and cleanliness are key to keeping your table an energy center of positivity. About the tablecloth is another item that should be chosen carefully. A clean, beautiful tablecloth will bring beauty and harmony to your home. Even if you don't have the opportunity to lay a tablecloth every day, make sure it is always present when you have guests or during special occasions. And remember, every time you sit down at the table, express gratitude for the food and the people around you. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to attract abundance and happiness into your life. By following these simple rules, your table will truly be a source of positivity, happiness, and prosperity for you and your family.